Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. We're starting out here on the 1-hour chart. If you've been following the updates, if you've been following Twitter, you know what we have going on here. You know what we're looking at. If you're new, we can backtrack just a little bit here. We'll zoom in out just a tad, where you can see we've utilized these levels right here of this range-bound price action over the past couple months, where we've come up in here on the lower time frames. We utilize these levels, kind of work our way through the stairs. Most recently, worked our way up, just beautifully kind of worked our way up the stairs, utilizing these levels before our final push up here, where we ran into this level where I was letting you know that, we were going to short here, had a dump. And now what we've been adhering to, guys, and what I've been posting for y'all is this descending level of resistance that we've now formed here. And then most recently last night, we had this absolute just classic fake out right here. And a lot of people really quick posted on Twitter, 50K was, coming in, the next hours or so. And you can see what just a classic fake out that was. But we shouldn't have expected anything less there for Bitcoin, guys. So now what we're looking at, and what I've really kind of posted for y'all before, is, potentially this descending level of resistance and maybe some type of descending triangle pattern starting to form here. So we could potentially have some type of pattern, within this, above the blue line. Like I said, we want to stay above this blue line to remain bullish. So it could be something like that, guys. You all see that, where we would have this blue line as our support level and that white line as our descending resistance, or it could potentially even be as large as this, guys, right here, where we kind of utilize that descending level as resistance here, and potentially would come all the way down here and start utilizing this level as support down here as well. Once again, I don't see that quite as the biggest possibility now, because like I've been telling you guys, if we come back below this blue line right here, guys, I think that is a pretty bearish sign here. I think if we come back below this blue line, and again, for reference, that's at approximately 45460, guys, 45460. If we come back below that level, I think that's a more bearish outlook. I don't think that we're going to have that sharp V-shaped recovery right here on these lower time frames like we did back here. I think that would spell more of a bearish outlook, and we potentially would be coming back down and testing these lower levels. And we could potentially draw a target off that here on these lower time frames to go from our high back down to our low and up to our high here, guys. And on the lower time frame, that would say that we're coming down to 43442. So that's something that I would be expecting, guys. If we come back below this blue line, start hitting our head here as resistance, guys. So if we start seeing price come here and do this, right, where we back test this level as resistance, that's where I think we're coming down to that 43.5 level or so, guys. I don't think we're going to have that sharp recovery like we did here. I could be wrong, guys. I genuinely think that this could be the potential key to our outlook here for the next, incoming weeks, months, guys. I think that this pattern we have forming right here, it seems, minuscule to us right now in these lower time frames. But I genuinely think that this could have a very big implication of where we're going, guys. Because like I said, I think if we break below this blue line, I think we're going pretty low here. And I think if we're going low, we're probably going lower. And I think if we break high out of this pattern, guys, so if we come here and break this descending level of support here, actually back test it as resistance, confirm it as support, right? So we come up here, break this resistance, back test it as support. That's where we see continuation, not like this fake out here where we just have a quick spike up and a quick spike down. I've taught y'all that, guys. Y'all should have known that when we had that. I've been teaching y'all that. So we want to come here, back test this level of support, hold it. That's where we see continuation. And if we do this, guys, we're coming back up here to approximately 48,001, 48,002, guys. And I think if we do that, we're going higher. Just like I said, if we come back down here, we're going lower. If we come up here and meet this target, I think we're going higher, guys. I think that's probably where we go and we test that 50K level. Essentially, we can draw a target from there as well. And that would put us, this target right now for an upside would put us at approximately 48,875, guys. Okay, but if we back it out a little bit, there's not much keeping us from going and testing that level at 49,371 that I have marked for y'all. Okay, I mean, once we get going, there's not really much stopping us here. That's the next resistance point, guys. So if we do break high and we come up here, I'm expecting that, at least coming up to match this high, which is a technical target of the pattern at that 48.1. I think we probably push 49.3, and I think that we probably get enough FOMO to at least get a wick up to that 50K to test it, and we'll see what happens from there, guys. So like I said, I think that right now what we're looking at, guys, it seems naive, it seems minuscule to us, this is just a small pattern, but I think this has really big implications for what we have going forward, in the next, weeks to come, guys. So I think that this is a pretty big pattern right here, guys. Let's go take a look at our supply and demand zone on Bitcoin. This is our more macro view, guys. This is on the daily chart. If y'all remember, we have our multi-month accumulation here. Ever since we came down here in December, utilized this level of support, flipped it as resistance, and now created this range going all the way back to the very beginning of January, guys. So we're essentially looking at a 3-4 month accumulation pattern right here, guys. Okay, where you flipped it as from support, resistance, creating this consistent supply zone up here, our consistent demand zone down here, where these are the wicks that got bought up extremely quickly, right? And then we have this ascending level of support right here, guys. Okay, and this is kind of a bearish outlook right here. If we just take a step back and look at this on the daily chart, where we've come up here, we've broken out of this supply zone, right? And now we've sunk back into it. What we would ultimately like to see is held up a little bit higher here at approximately 46.4 or so. We've sunk in pretty deep into it. Had a nice recovery with that wick, right? But now we're kind of struggling to get back out of this supply zone where you can see all these wicks were coming down to support. So we come over here and we draw a horizontal line over here. Y'all can see that, right? Where these wicks right here, okay, where we're consistently coming down, wicking. And now these are where the wicks were coming up here and trying to test this level as resistance. Kind of that was very peaked out right here. Try to get up there again, finally broke it, and kind of holding that level of support, guys. So again, it's, we're kind of in the mid-range of what are we going to do right now. So that's why I'm saying that lower time frame move that we were just looking at could be extremely decisive for what we're looking at here, guys. And if we take it on more of a macro view, guys, I think that if we do have that break low on that lower time frame pattern that we were just looking at, guys, and I think if we come back down here and we go below 43825, it is inevitable that we come back down to this ascending level of support. And right now, if we were to come straight down, that'd be at approximately 39.1. If we were to go a little bit more sideways, you're probably looking about 40,000, the low 40,000s or so, guys. And again, we can draw a potential target off that where we go from our high down to our low, back up to our high, and that would just be in confluence. We have a target right at 39,951, and that would put the line right here. And that's exactly what I was just talking about, guys, where this target off this this higher time frame move would potentially putting us coming down to that $40,000 level once again, and exactly hitting this line. Do y'all see that with our target right here would come down and perfectly meet the line right there. So that's just something to keep an eye on, guys. If we do break low here and we start going lower than that 438 level, and again, that's just something similar to what I was just giving all these targets on here, right? If we break below this blue line and we go low, we're probably going lower. If we come up here and we break this white line and we go high, we're probably going higher. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin. Okay, let's zoom over to total crypto market cap and see what I've had going for y'all over here, guys, where I gave y'all this lower time frame inverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, guys, and again, we had just this classic fake out. You can see where the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern, the inverse head and shoulders pattern, has been absolutely pretty much just a perfectly straight line coming across here, right? Consistent resistance, and we finally had that push up here, just that classic fake out here, and move back down. So this lower time frame, this isn't necessarily negated, guys. I mean, this could just be a larger shoulder, right? This could be just one big shoulder right here, and this could end up just being one big shoulder right here, where this is just more price action is coming through here, just more price action coming through here, similar to kind of what we did over here, right? And we could just kind of be coming back down here again and pushing up, still have the same exact neckline. But again, guys, what we want to see is price action come up here, break the neckline, hold it as support, and that's where we'll see continuation, guys, not just these quick spikes up. Again, I've been teaching all that. That's not what we want to see, guys. So that's what we're looking for in that lower time frame for total crypto market cap. And again, if we zoom it back out, guys, what I'm looking for, what we want to see happen here is on this macro view, come up, break this wick high right here, okay? And that's at approximately 2.124 trillion. You can see where we've had all these wicks coming up here to trying to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now 8 daily wicks coming up here trying to break this and failing to do so each time. which is kind of a double-edged sword, right? It's nice to see that we're pushing that resistance so many times, and each time we do that, it's weakening. But at the same time, we've gotten denied each and every time, guys. So again, I think coming back down here and having more daily closes in this yellow marked not out the wood zone is probably your bearish factor for total crypto market cap there, guys. So that's what we're looking at in the higher time frames, the lower time frames, Bitcoin, total crypto market cap, guys. If you found the video helpful, if you enjoyed it, throw a like, throw a comment. Thanks for watching today, guys.